Bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Give him two lips like roses and clover. Then tell him that.
What's up, guys? Crypto Sandman coming back to you with another YouTube video. And in today's video, I am going to show you a little bit about this dApp called EtherChain. Now, EtherChain is a fairly new app. It's about 3 days old, and I'm kind of a little late on this video. I told you in my previous video that I did yesterday that I was going to be coming out with it last night, but unfortunately I had some things going on. Had a lot of busy time to do with the fam, and you guys know how it is. Sometimes you just get busy and you can't put out that video, but I'm bringing it to you today, and I'm going to give you an honest review. I'm going to give you the pros and cons of EtherChain. And I'm just going to kind of break down exactly what's going on with this thing. So without further ado, let's get right to it. So guys, as you can see here, EtherChain is a smart contract and is designed to provide everyone with an independent financial foundation based on blockchain. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, listen, I'm going to get down to the meat and gravy of this thing. You put in your Ethereum, you get back Ethereum. Whatever you put in, you're going to receive 310% back, and it's going to be distributed according to the contract algorithm. Okay. Now, let me just, instead of reading all of this, and I will read some of it, but I'm going to go over my notes about the pros and cons, and then I'm going to kind of go up and down this website showing you guys some of the basic important points of EtherChain. So the first pro for me is you put your ETH in and you get your ETH out. There is no BS tokens, ERC20 tokens that are, made up or getting burned or getting staked or none of that. You don't got to worry about none of that stuff. It's Ethereum in and Ethereum out. So that is a plus for me. All right. It's entirely person to person, and it probably says that in here, right here. It says it's P2P. So that's person to person. There is no middleman. So you interact with the contract, and the contract interacts back with you. There's no there's a little bit of fees, and I'll show you that down here in a minute, I believe, because some of the stuff, where is it? Anyway, we'll get into that in a second. Let me keep going over my pros. 1% per day, and it takes you 100 days to ROI. Now, I have that as a pro and a con. So the pro 1% a day is that regular people that don't get referrals, kind of like myself, I will still get 1% per day no matter what I do. No matter who clicks my link, no matter who invests behind me, I will still get 1% per day. Now, the con to that is it does take you 100 days to ROI. So you get 100, simple math. You get 1% a day, it's going to take you 100 days because that's going to take you to 100%. After that, it's going to be all free money after that. But that is both, to me, a pro and a con. Going to my next one is a pro is that, it's not just catered to the big guys. It's not just 1 ETH or 5 ETH or 10 ETH. You can start, your minimum deposit is 0.1 ETH. Now that's good because, if you don't have much money to start with, you can just do 0.1 ETH. If you want to just test your waters, dip your toes in, you can do 0.1 ETH. Now it goes from 0.1 ETH, and it doesn't say here, but you can, here's right here, 0.1 ETH, and you can go all the way up to 10 ETH. Okay, and that is your first cycle. Now this is kind of like, what it does is it doesn't let huge whales jump in and just take down the liquidity or the Ethereum in the contract right away. So it doesn't like huge whales jump in and take all the ETH right away. So this is something to contribute to sustainability, the sustainability of this contract. And I'll talk about sustainability more in a bit. All right, my next thing is the UI of this thing. Now let me go back here. This is the user interface. Very simple, not overcomplicated. As you can see, everything's pretty straightforward. There's your sponsors, your guide, your wallet tutorial. If you want to put ETH in, you want to do point 0.1, you just click that and add it, and it'll add there. And then if you want to add 0.5, you click that and add it, and it'll add there. And now, of course, my computer is a little bit slow, so no worries. I'll do that in a second. But this you can see the smart contract information here, and of course I have to log into my MetaMask. That's why none of this stuff is working right now, because I haven't logged in. And all of this stuff is pretty straightforward. Your countdown, your progress to your 310% income limit. Now that income limit, and I did say you get to 310%, but it doesn't allow you to just keep going. Once you get to your 310% limit, you have to redeposit to stay in this DApp. Okay, now like I said, it's not the prettiest, but it's very smooth. I mean, it's very straightforward, smooth. It's not overcomplicated. So I really like the UI. I like the front end of this thing. So that's another pro for me. The next thing is, and this is both to me a pro and a con, it has a lucrative referral commission structure. Okay, now you can see here, you earn your ROI in 4 ways. Okay, your first is the passive, which is the 1% daily, and then the other 3 is marketing. So if you're not a YouTuber, or if you're scared to show you, maybe you're a shy guy, you don't share things, maybe you don't get out there and put your link out there, you're always going to get that 1%. But to get to your 310% faster, which is again a pro and a con for me, just because there's different personality types, there's regular people and there's YouTubers, so it can be both a pro and a con. But I'm going to go over this real quick why I'm on this subject. Now, the first thing is you hit 10% direct referral commission for sharing and growing your community fund. Okay, so that is, if I get a person that comes in under me, if I get in it, and they put in ETH, I will get 0.1 ETH automatically to go toward my 310%. And that's how you get faster. Now, they also, for the third of the fourth way, is daily matching commission on partners only ROI income. Level 1 activated for each direct partner, maximum 15 levels. Now, this is a matching commission on the daily ROI income, which will really boost you to get to your 310% ROI faster, which is very lucrative. As you can see, first generation 30%, second generation 10, third, fourth, fifth is 10. The sixth through the ninth generation is going to be, through the 10th generation is going to be 8%. And from the 11th generation down, you're going to get 5%. And then the fourth one, which is going to be an elite status. And this is if you're like the top of the top referrer. This is if you are the total extrovert, you are a top YouTuber. You can qualify for the daily top referral of 5%. And that's all the deposits set aside in a 5% of all the deposits set aside in a pool. Every 24 hours, 10% of the pool is shared among the top 4 sponsors in volume. So if you are one of those guys, that is something definitely to be happy about. If you have that type of capacity, me, I would never get anywhere top to this, anywhere close to this. So I'm not really worried about this. All right, my next thing is, let me see. You can only receive 310%. That's a pro for me. And then you have to redeposit. Okay, and my next pro, which is my last pro for this ether chain, is you can always go here and scroll down and click here, and you can see here that this is the contract address, and this is the actual balance of Ethereum. So right now there's 1395 Ethereum in the contract, which equates to 324,264.13. So let me tell you why I think this is a pro. I think this is a pro because a lot of these decentralized platforms and things of that nature, you can't see exactly how much money is left in the contract. And the reason why that's important is that even though no platform lasts forever, but you can kind of tell, you can see the writing on the wall. If you can actually go to the contract address and see that the money is dwindling fast, you can kind of see how long it's going to last. You can see the longevity of the program, and you can kind of get a guesstimation of how long this will sustain itself. So that to me is a big pro, and it's something that really stands out for this particular DApp, especially because it's ETH in, ETH out. Nothing funny about the Ether chain. Now I talked about some cons that kind of matched up with some of my pros, and I think I have one more con. And the one thing I don't see here is it doesn't say if there is a withdrawal fee to take out your fund. So right off the back, I don't know if you once you get commissions here, I don't know if they even charge you a fee. It doesn't say anywhere in the Etherchain guide. So that's something that's a con for me, because it's not stated here. And the last thing is, this thing really benefits YouTubers, and you do see me doing this YouTube video, but right now I don't have a lot of people coming in behind me. I'm not a big referrer, and that's something that may hurt this um, platform in the long run. But I think that seeing as you can see, whenever you want to check the amount of ETH, this is the dollar amount of ETH, and you can always check the amount of ETH that's in the contract. That's a pro. So that's kind of a pro going against a con. Another thing is this thing is brand new. It's only a couple days old. So that's going to be a pro for me. You always want to get in these things early because you never know. Even with with crypto, everything's risky. Everything has a start date and an end date. It's kind of like life. Everything starts and everything ends, and that's just how it goes. That's just how it goes in the crypto community as well as life. So this is going to be on the risky side, but not as risky as some of the things that I'm in. I am in a hype, and I would say this is less riskier than the hype. So with that being said, I think that with my non-bias, um, review, and I did my research. I looked at all this stuff, and I said, you know what? Should I do it? I'm gonna give a non-biased review, pros and cons. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And I said, you know what? I'm not gonna put a whole bunch in here. I'm not a big 10 ETH putter. A whole bunch of ETH, but I'm gonna put a little bit of ETH in and test this thing out, guys. And I'm gonna put enough ETH to where I don't care about it. I don't care about losing it the next day. But what I'm gonna try a different strategy with this Ether chain, and I'll let you guys know about the strategy in future videos. But with that being said, I am going to go into this and try my luck. So with that being said, I am going to I'm not gonna do it live, but I am gonna go in very small, maybe in a half of ETH. I'm not gonna do it live, but I am going to go in under another YouTuber. That's since I've joined the space, he's been pretty cool, pretty warm, pretty inviting, and I just think that he's a cool guy overall. And I'm gonna use his link. That's gonna be Nobody Crypto. Really cool guy. If you guys haven't seen his videos, go over to Nobody Crypto's channel, like and subscribe to him. He's a good guy. I'm gonna use this link to go in this Ether chain, and I'm gonna dip my toes in, guys. 0.5 ETH, and I'll show you that in one of the future videos. And what I'll do is I'll leave a link down below of this video, just so you guys, if you want to go and check it out and read about it and do your due diligence, because you always want to do your due diligence. You want to know that crypto is risky. You want to always do your research and do your due diligence, and never invest more than you can afford to lose. And those are some of the commandments of crypto. Just if you guys don't know, and I know most of you guys watching my channel probably already know that, but if you don't, that's it. Okay, so with that being said, that was my honest opinion about Etherchain. And if you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up, thumbs down if you didn't like it, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, because I have a couple other things I have going on, which another thing is my weekly Ethereum giveaway, and I will post another video about that here today, and that will be the video that you comment on. It's not this video, so just stay tuned, guys. And that is all for me today. Crypto Sandman out.
cutest that I've ever seen.